Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/Play_Agricola. I'm playing Montu Mix 4 with the IdyllWild and Montu. Opening pack, I see Blacksmith and Stonecutter, Treasure Hunter. We've got Bargain Hunter and Circus Manager. Also got Puppeteer. Wow. Um, I mean, I just passed Circus Manager, so I'm taking Puppeteer. No question. Yeah. Yeah. And I get a decent card back here. Circus Manager should get taken, so I get one of Treasure Hunter, Stonecutter, Blacksmith. Any of those look fine. Salad Maker seems fine too. I could take that. Oh. Yeah. But yeah, seeing Circus Manager, I have to take Puppeteer here, I think. Okay. Homesteader's fine. Genealogist. Pay a read to get 3 food and a bonus point. Not bad. Not bad. I think you should be paying the, yeah, I mean you have to have extra read, right? But that seems like the kind of card I can take because it's just one that I'm always happy to play with Puppeteer, right? I'm always gonna grow. Now, Pepper Farmer is also an option, you know, especially knowing about Salad Maker. But Genealogist just seems like I'm going to play it no matter what. Just have to get a couple extra read. IdyllWild and Montu have been talking a bunch about something. Oh. So plan for today is I'll do 2 games and then I'm gonna be off the next 3 days. Certainly Sunday, Monday, maybe I stream late Tuesday, but probably not. Probably not. Gonna be gone for a couple days, so. Ugh. Why are they still talking about this card? Just do the draft. Socialite. You may use action spaces occupied by 2 or more family members of another player. So you can family growth without room when somebody else is on it. Did it really? I don't really think it took that much. I don't really think it's that difficult. What does the card do? What does the card do otherwise if you can't use it for unblockable family growth? It just doesn't do anything. I like Storehouse Minder, and being able to put the read on it is appealing for Genealogist. But I think I take Socialite here and try to wheel Storehouse Minder, because I think I like that card a lot better than other people. And the rest of these are pretty junk. I could take Child Ombudsman, but it's yet another way to spend food, so I think just take Socialite is fine. Building the first fireplace seems like fun because the idea is I just have to get on the build space at some point. What the hell? Grain speculator, debt collector still here. Pretty easy debt collector in my opinion. Set up for plow sow in 13 or 14. But yeah, this is easily a 4-room house. Maybe 5, most likely 4. There's some great cards here. There's some really great cards here. Salad maker, blacksmith, treasure hunter. Um, I mean, blacksmith is playing blacksmith with puppeteer seems excellent, but you do need a bunch of resources to make it work. Salad maker's on the expensive side though. Like puppeteer is already giving me a food dump, so salad maker seems expensive unless like I guess salad maker is the thing I could do in stage 1 since I know I can get on family growth kind of whenever. Buying bonus points for 1 food each though could be expensive. Could go treasure hunter, could go blacksmith, could go salad maker. I think any of these are defensible. I'd probably take blacksmith over treasure hunter, I think. Although treasure hunter putting down a bunch of reed is a thing that I could do, but I'm hoping to get reed from other sources. I'm gonna take salad maker here. Salad maker is kind of like a thing to do in stage 1, since I'm not worried about being immediately ready to to be the first to build a room because I can grow whenever family growth flips. Speaking of which, Captain of Outrider does let me plow 2 fields with Homesteader. Or sorry, with Socialite. Family growth when it comes out, both times. And I know I have Debt Collector as well to get 13. Yeah, Captain of Outrider could be fine here. And yeah, I like Storehouse Minder. I don't think I'm taking Smuggler over Storehouse Minder. So I'm probably not doing the Salad Maker thing in round 1, but I could do it later. So Plowman's Lunch here, of course, something to pay attention to. Porcelain should be very strong given what I know is in the draft. Trees for the Citizens, could take that. Working Gloves, probably not. Yeah, Puppeteer, the text on Puppeteer is weird. I don't actually think Working Gloves works with Puppeteer because you're paying them a food to play an occupation without a cost. So like you can't actually discount Working Gloves with revised Puppeteer because you have to pay them 1 food. I think I'm doing the Captain of Outrider thing, and I've got Debt Collector, so I don't think I need Plowman's Lunch. I think this is porcelain or trees, most likely. Porcelain or trees, and which one do I want to go for? Let's go porcelain. Porcelain can be really strong. So baking powder as a way to get grain. Although I'm kind of playing Ox early generally, so maybe not a great baking powder game. Tunnel's fine. Huntsman's rifle, meh. I like glass blower shop here, actually. Follow up to my porcelain. Do I like it better than baking powder, though? Because I don't really have a source of grain. So baking powder, you know, kind of works with whatever source of grain I manage to find for myself. Try to wheel glass blower shop. I could do that. Also, if glass blower shop doesn't wheel, that tells me something about what the blacksmith is up to. And whether or not, like, ovens could be more open. Alright, well, I first picked porcelain, and then I haven't seen any clay miners since, which is too bad. So Twibble and Twivel is fine. Although it's a bit awkward with Storehouse Minder. Bird Fountain, 2 stone empty, farmyard space adjacent, uses as long as it has a stone. Anytime you can return one of these stone to the supply to take a sow action. So you pay a stone to get a point and a sow action at any time. Sow action at any time is pretty good with my salad maker, actually. And baking powder, like that's definitely something I could set up. There's also the mountain pasture here, which I used the other day. I don't know that I need mountain pasture because I think I'm filling up my farm pretty well. Like I'm planning for 5 fields, so I think I don't want mountain pasture. I think this bird fountain could be pretty good. I think Twibble and Twivel could be pretty good. The danger of Twibble and Twivel here is that if V has blacksmith, like, could kind of spam start player early, which would be bad for me. But not the end of the world. I'm gonna take this bird fountain. A stone for a point and a sow action, I think is gonna be good. And assuming the blacksmith comes out, I can use that. And just like the thing about the bird fountain is it just gives me such synergy and flexibility with my timing on Salad Maker. Like I can play Salad Maker, you know, and I'm playing an ox, so that triggers my baking powder, right? And then I'm getting a grain and a vegetable from my baking powder, and then I can sow it afterward, like at any time. So I just think that seems good. Seems good to me. House goat looks solid. Oh, aquaponics is good with this salad maker. Sundial's not embarrassing as well. Sundial is not bad. Hard to take that over house goat though. Or Muddy Bog, which are 2 fantastic cards, and I'm like kind of floored that they're both here. Do I want some incidental clay, or do I want house goat? Incidental clay is pretty nice for my storehouse minder. Saves me having to take a clay action. Assuming that I play Puppeteer into, you know, Captain of Outrider right away or whatever it is. House goat. Man, passing on house goat here feels bad, but Muddy Bog seems pretty excellent. Especially with porcelain too, like I might not need to take that many clay actions in the whole game. Although, to be fair, this porcelain is looking pretty disappointing. Looks like it'll only trigger on majors, unless I take unusual architecture, which I could. I could do that. Problem with unusual architecture is that I need to play it before, or I would most of the time like to play it before my first build. Yeah, I don't really want any of these picks. I don't really want alms. If I'm playing alms, something has gone wrong. But I mean, I don't really want to plow. I guess plow sow is a thing I could do. Plow sow is a thing I could do with Bible. And it's a wood for a point in the worst case. Yeah. Yeah, just there's no way that I actually want to play alms. Because I'm going to try to play Puppeteer as soon as Circus Manager comes out. And I can play Tunnel or Steel Trap. Both of them, their costs are pretty negligible thanks to the blacksmith. Hopefully thanks to the blacksmith. Um, Take Tunnel, sure. With blacksmith in the game, having Tunnel is actually pretty nice. The ability to take stone and then immediately spend it could be pretty good. This seems like I need to figure out how I'm going to feed. And if I can do that, this is like a do a lot hand, so long as my feeding is reasonable. Tuba and Tuval came back. Holy crap. I'm amazed the blacksmith did not take it. I wonder if that means blacksmith fell out of the draft. It's possible. I took Salad Maker over it, and then Treasure Hunter, and then something else for IdyllWild. I have to imagine IdyllWild took blacksmith, though. If it did fall out of the draft, I regret my miners pretty substantially, but Montu plays Crockery Lover. First action over Reedstone Food. I'm guessing he's on the baking line. He's got the. I'm guessing he. Oh no! Wait, no. Oh, different card. I was thinking of the food grain card. No, Crockery Lover. Okay. Um. Well, I think I understand now why my first pick porcelain performed so poorly. My first pick porcelain performed so poorly because Montu took Crockery Lover with one of his first three picks, and I did not know about it. And also the pottery upgrade didn't come back. So yeah, this porcelain not looking too good. Not looking too good. So I could start player porcelain here, or I could just play Twibble and Twivel. The incidental food seems like it should be good. Uh, you know what? No, there's two clay available. Oh, I need to. I have the cooking offset thing. Let's take two clay. I don't need to start player. That works. That works. That works. All right, good. I was thinking start player Twibble and Twibble would be nice, but I'm gonna get cheap occupation first move next round, so I'll just do that. And then okay, so Major Minor has not flipped yet. So that's something that I can do, is that I can go for the fireplace. So I can play Puppeteer into Captain of Outrider. And then I could start player Porcelain. Yeah, could do that. Oh, Montu plays another occupation. Well, I definitely want to get my Puppeteer out here. It kind of sucks to pay a food for it, but I don't want to miss out on any opportunities to play any more Ox. Oh, V. Settler doesn't work. Settler doesn't work on traveling players. Want to start player Grotto here. Alright, well, 2 read is good. Seems like Montu is going to make sure that he gets the first fireplace. Charcoal Burner. Nice first pick. I'll go ahead and play Captain of Outrider. Hey, Mine and Poppin'. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. V finally responded to chat. Excellent. Um, oh, I'm gonna start player here. I'm gonna start player, make sure I get that fireplace. Hey, movable object. So I want to wheel 3 wood, and then my round 4 is fireplace into 3 sheep. Assuming that IdyllWild is not going for some fencing strategy here. Probably Montu's taking the 3 wood, but you never know. Or IdyllWild. So I think the dream is, if I am still trying to play Storehouse Minder next round, which I think I am, I should take 2 wood here. Yeah. Yeah, I should take 2 wood here. So I have the ability to family growth at will in this game. So that means I am extra encouraged to build multiple rooms. And the other thing is that yeah, so I really just need to figure out how I'm feeding, and getting the first fireplace is an excellent way to feed. Oh no, I'm screwed. So IdyllWild is doing a fencing thing, which is brutal for me. Absolutely brutal for me. Um, that's so bad for me. That is so bad for me. Okay, I have to give up on my field. I'll just take Reedstone food here. Reedstone food into day labor, probably. That's so brutal. IdyllWild fencing is so brutal for me. Because yeah, I had a nice fireplace into sheep action here, but IdyllWild's doing maybe Dove Hunter, Alms, whatever. Yeah, that's too bad. That is really too bad. So pasture lover or benefactor, most likely. Probably benefactor, given 4 pastures, not 5. I could build the BMW. I could build the BMW. The problem is then Storehouse Keeper does not have a stone to place, and placing the stone usually should be pretty good with BMW. However, there is Blacksmith in the game, right? And Montu's played Grotto. Hmm. So the thing is, I need to have 5 food, right? Because I need to be able to play an Awk in response to V taking Traveling Player's second move. And I want to play Storehouse Minder. Play Reedstone here. This is brutal. This is pretty brutal. I just have to day labor. Yeah. Oh, damn benefactor, and me not knowing about it. He builds the fireplace, and then IdyllWild's gonna take the 3 sheep. And then Montu will get to choose between 3 wood or a couple reed or something. Aggravating. This is very aggravating. Hey, mine and Poppin. Gifting a tier 1 sub to Movable Object. Thank you very much. Hey, I really appreciate that. That's really awesome. Movable Object. Congratulations on family growthing. And mine and Poppin, thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate that. Yeah. That benefactor is killer. I wondered about it, like when IdyllWild had done nothing but take in wood. Bargain Hunter, go! Why is this taking so long? I'm second slowest right now. But that, to be fair, that's because I stopped the game to talk to V and say, hey, V, you have to read chat. That's why I hate when people do that. When I'm the one that has to stop the game. Because everybody else is, oh, we're just going to keep going. It's okay if V doesn't read chat. It's okay. Alright. Well, I mean, I still have Puppeteer in a Circus Manager game, so I'm not too unhappy about how things are. Montu does decide to take the wood. Plus R plus stone, probably. Minder plus RS. Yeah, I can get clay later. I think building the BMW is something I'll try to do. Certainly I want to build a hearth at some point also. Family growth flipped. Oh, man. So IdyllWild gets the benefactor into grow. Montu's going to take wood. No. IdyllWild's going to take wood. And leave family growth fallow here? That seems crazy to me. It's got to be pasture lover then, and not benefactor. Montu's building the clay oven in place of taking wood to build. That seems also crazy. This game just seems like a whole bunch of nonsense. This is a weird game. Like, yeah, Montu not taking stuff to head towards building. I guess he's gonna grow with Grotto in 7, but not before then. That seems weird. Looks like I'm going to be able to put off building until round 6, potentially. Because I can take a wood. I can take the wood that's on Storehouse Minder. And build, second move. But I would like to keep... would like to get a food so that I can play Genealogist. Because playing Genealogist makes a pretty big difference on my feeding. So, like, second move, just take Reedstone food would be reasonable, I think. It would also be nice to play Twibble and Twivel before Traveling Players is taken. V plowing again. What the hell is V doing? V's got something with vegetables, I guess, with aquaponics, but I don't know. You need to build. You need to grow. You need to grow, and these guys are not moving towards growing. IdyllWild just taking the parts for a room. So I'm going to start player Twibble and Twivel into build and pray that V does not activate Circus Manager with this next move. And Family Growth is just going to be fallow this round. No. No. Gotta go. Please upload to YouTube later. I hope it's not a sad game like yesterday. Yeah, yesterday, like, I wasn't too unhappy with how I played, but just they were unfortunate outcomes for sure. But thanks, man, and Poppin'. Appreciate that. And it's nice to know that people are still watching it, so that's cool. Thank you. This is a weird start. Be red. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and build a room here. Get a food from Twibble and Twivel. I'm going to leave Family Growth fallow yet again. This genealogist seems really important. Now, it's possible the game is hungry enough that somebody takes traveling players before I get my second move. Like, it is possible that IdyllWild takes 3 food traveling players with their first move. But I think most likely it's not going to happen. And I think getting genealogist out is actually super important. And I think slowing everybody's growth down seems kind of appealing to me. Although Montu playing House Goat here kind of ruins that. Well, I mean, I can play Socialite to grow whenever I want to. I'm really hungry. I am really hungry. If I grow here without triggering Genealogist, I just actually think I'm going to starve. Because, like, if I grow here and then don't get... if I grow here and then IdyllWild does not build before the next round, like... this is brutal. This is brutal. I think I need to build the BMW. I think building the BMW is like the only way for me to feed here. This game is just starving. Montu's Grotto, and then IdyllWild securing the sheep grab, but then not eating any of them, has just made the game total starvation land. So I'm going to get 6 wood here. I'm going to get 6 wood and try to get second action BMW. I get the BMW by... I should declare that I'm taking stone here. Should I? Yeah, yes, I need to do that if I'm going to get the... Take stone at the end of the round. This game has been so incredibly slow. It's actually unreal. It's actually unreal. Montu and V in the same game is making this like the slowest game I've ever played. If there's not 6 wood, then I don't actually have to take the reed here. I can just build the BMW and go back for it later. And take reed with my second move if needed. It would be nice to take the 4 wood, but setting up my feeding is more important. Like, setting up my feeding is super important here. But yeah, unfortunately, I just lost this game when I put effort into building the first fireplace, and then somebody else was playing fence 12 instead of trying to grow. Because like IdyllWild could have grown 3 rounds ago, but instead was hyper focused on getting fences down. Could still be benefactor, but have to imagine that if it was, IdyllWild would have grown already. This game is brutal sometimes. It is, yeah. This is pretty brutal. Yeah, this game is super brutal sometimes. Sometimes. Oh, IdyllWild's just doing Canoom. Okay. IdyllWild's just going totally all in on Canoom, and Montu's got love her. Yeah, game's over. Montu's won. Montu has won this. So I can take 4 wood, but instead of taking 4 wood, I can take reedstone food. And the nice thing about taking reedstone food is that then I don't have to take the reed, and I can increase them on here. And I can think about building the pottery next round. And I'm going to let the food accumulate. Oh, man. Cookery gives FG, I think is what's... Montu saying he had 8 food. Whatever. Not important. I don't need to get involved in it. We just need to keep the game going at this point. Just need to get this one over the finish line. That's all that matters. Let's get this one over the finish line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. IdyllWild recipe book for unlimited food. Unlimited food. So I'll grab one of the wood actions and then second move build the pottery. Oh, I guess I could grow. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to grow, aren't I? Yeah. The fact that I didn't get any extra wood out of Storehouse Minder, like, yeah, building when I did ended up totally backfiring. Because the game is just too hungry. It's not hungry anymore now that we've got the recipe book out for IdyllWild, and Montu's got 4 actions here, so I think Montu is doing totally fine. But yeah. IdyllWild start player Alms Basket because he wants to play Canoe next round. Should just be growing, just build, man. Build and then grow with Canoe after. But yeah, unfortunately, going all in for that fireplace and then not getting the first sheep grab just unfortunately lost me the game. And then I've just been done since then, which is too bad. Could take vegetable and plow a field here. There's no wood available. Yeah, vegetable plow field. Be playing child ombudsman. What? What? That's funny. That's really funny. Sure, I'll play debt collector. Round 13 for debt collector. I don't know why V is growing here instead of growing next round. Like, you're playing Child Ombudsman, which means you're not playing some other occupation, and you're taking 2 negative points. Like, IdyllWild cannot grow in front of you next round, but I guess if Montu builds room, then that's how you would fall behind. But yeah. Oh. So I'll build the pottery. It screws whoever took the pottery upgrade. Unusual architecture now. Like V is just doing random stuff. Like V is just doing random stuff at this point. Whoops. I get an extra clay back from porcelain. Getting the 3 stone back would be cool. Getting the 4 reed back would be fine. Otherwise, don't have too much to do. Yeah, seems like the hammer and anvil guy, the blacksmith not coming in. So it's cat lover here that IdyllWild has gone all in on this cat lover. Oh man, IdyllWild, you're killing me here, killing me. Probably take 3 wood with my last move, but maybe start player. Yeah, I don't really. Yeah, no, I don't have a miner to play on start player, so take 3 wood with my last move. And then plan to play Socialite in round 11 or 12 in response whenever V takes the next Circus Manager activation, probably 11 or 12. So play Socialite, and then I can Family Growth in 12 if it's flipped. Pay a reed, and then round 13, I plow Sow with Debt Collector, and then I can unblockably Family Growth. Yeah, this game it's very unforgiving sometimes. Yeah. So like my round 3 start player Porcelain is just like it was just the tip of the like it was the tipping point where everything started to just fall down. Because I could have just tried to build the stone of it. And like the store so what does Storehouse Minder get me? It did not get me a wood, right? So my 2 wood action that was deliberately to activate Storehouse Minder. I mean it let me build a room, but was building a room that important? I'm not sure that building a room was all that important. Um um it gave me 1 stone, 2 reed. So far it's given me 1 stone, 2 reed. Oh, I get to play knock here. Play Salad Maker, sure. I don't need to hold on to Socialite. I can play Salad Maker and be ready to sow it next round. I don't need to buy the vegetable part on Salad Maker. I can just do the pay a food for a point three times thing. What really confused me about IdyllWild's play is that if you're doing Cat Lover here, I don't understand the fence 12 in particular, right? The fence 12 does not seem that important to me because what you're doing as IdyllWild is you're spending an extra 2 wood that could otherwise have gone into building rooms earlier. So that's why I'm kind of confused about what IdyllWild is doing. Is that, you know, IdyllWild wants to, IdyllWild wants to build, but like spending the 2 extra wood on the 2 fences like actually slows you down. Just seems a bit odd. All right, so 3 wood, cattle sow, or maybe grain cattle sow. I get plus F twibble. Extra clay goes on here. Yeah, maybe just grain cattle sow this round. IdyllWild had 14 resources for rooms, built 3, had a 3 resource discount. So should have spent 12 resources on rooms. 13, so yeah, that's right. With gardening set, that's the right number. Also, terrible Twivel and Twivel game, which also explains why I got it as late as I did, right? I got Twivel and Twivel extremely late in this draft. Last move could be fishing here. I think it's probably so, but it could be fishing. Did V sow after playing Pepper Farmer? How did V sow? Did V do a sow action after playing Pepper Farmer? There's no way, right? Pepper Farmer does not give you a sow when you play it. Oh, you would have had to have jumped with Countrymen. Oh, okay, so that's how he would have sown. Is jump to sow at the end of the round with Countrymen. So he would have had to have been on Grain, which he was. Okay, so that works, yeah. Yeah, it would be nice to get animal points and take wood, but I'm starving here. I'm so starving. All right, so yeah, this 5 food fishing, if it goes to 6, easy first pick for me because I need food for salad maker. And I only make 5 food in the harvest. So yeah, the fishing would be pretty great. Well for Montu. What's frustrating is that since this is Cat Lover and not like Benefactor, it just seems like this has not been worth it for IdyllWild. Maybe they get there. If they have some plow help, maybe IdyllWild gets there, but it just seems like it's not worth it to me. And like this 6 wood action does not seem important, for example, right? This 6 wood does not seem important. Oh well, at least they probably get the round. 3 wood here. And then, do I like the 2 stone action for Bird Fountain? No, I was really counting on the blacksmith coming out to save me having to pay for those. But I guess I could take 1 stone. I can take 1 stone and plow at the same time. Now the thing is, I'm planning to use plow sow for 2 fields, right? Well, I'm planning to do the round 13 thing for a field. Probably plow sow. So that's 2 fields. And then... Yes, I'm getting a minimum two more fields from my Captain of Outrider. Yeah, I think I just take 2 wood. I think I've got not too much to do. So clay reed and a food, and then pay a food for a point. Are you gonna grow with Ombudsman here? I wonder. Looks like no. I'm also hoping that V takes traveling players in 12. So V has 3 actions. I have 3. So V's traveling player will always come after mine. So it means if I want to play Socialite, I have to do it manually. I have to evaluate whether that's something I want to do. We'll see if the round 12 card is Plow Sow, no big deal. But yeah, we'll see. It's Plow Sow. Okay, so that means I'm socialiting. Probably means I'm Plow Sowing. Yeah, most likely. V's playing Incinerator. So I would guess V takes traveling players this round. It's building up. The space is being built up. This clay goes up 1. I'm just taking 3 wood, I think. Unless I want to get both actions. If I want to get Plow Sow, I could start player here. But, I've got that collector. I think if I'm gonna start player, I start player in 13 to get Plowsow in 14. I think. Yeah, unfortunately, like I first picked porcelain when the person in front of me had crockery lover, which is why I saw like 0 clay miners in the draft. And then, yeah, like I was totally starving, so I couldn't afford to family growth because I didn't manage to get genealogist out in time. So maybe like playing Captain of Outrider was a mistake. Maybe Captain of Outrider could have just been genealogist. That's probably the case. That was a mistake on my part. But I mean, I'm planning to take Major Minor to Clay Fireplace in 4. And then when I don't do that, then kind of the whole game crashes down around me. Take 2 wood here. Did V grow a child ombudsman? Looks like V did. Yeah, they're just putting the points over there. They're obviously playing on like a different zoom, different size zoom. That's usually because it's kind of annoying when people don't have stuff in the same window, but I usually assume like usually when that happens it's just because the people have weird zooms on their boards, so that's why they're doing it that way. Ooh. Yeah, this game has just been unfortunately a gigantic disaster, which is too bad. Oh well. I'm gonna fence 13 here. It gives me the ability to take animals. And holding out for the 1 extra point is not worth it. If if Blacksmith gets played with one of these last 2 moves from IdyllWild, I'll start player Bird Fountain instead of Plow Sow, because Bird Fountain lets me still sow. It gets me Plow Sow in 14, which is a nice sequence. But most importantly, it lets me family growth with Socialite and then sow onto the field that I'll get from Socialite. So I think it gets me like 1 more thing sown, basically, is my analysis. I never imagined I would be in a position to build grow in 5. I never imagined I'd be in that position. If I did, I think I'd probably play genealogist as my first miner, but I never guessed that I was going to be in that position. Guessing V is taking traveling players here. Nope, Reedstone food. And IdyllWild is not playing Blacksmith. White Elephant, 2 improvements. Yeah, it's just a clay miner. Yeah, so these guys probably Montu third picked Crockery Lover. So he got past Lover or Market Woman. Third pick Crockery Lover. So that's why I saw no clay improvements in the game. So I'll debt family growth. R for 3 food and a point. R for 3 food J, F for I. Yeah, I'll start player here. Nothing to do. I need to take SP. Yeah, so I kind of should have taken Blacksmith myself. Kind of should have taken Blacksmith myself. The fact that it's not come out has been annoying. I can grab a boar here. I can take 3 stone. I can take 4 clay. 4 clay to set myself up for Reno, or not. I don't have to Reno. I'll Reno if it's good points, which it most likely will be. Porcelain, when do I get the clay for porcelain? Before. So I can build the fireplace here. I can rent a fireplace. Storehouse Minder is in the harvest. And our clay, 2 food to feed, and then food for a point. The fireplace is like point neutral. It's not actually worth anything because the 2 clay probably cost me a pottery point, but that's okay. IdyllWild wants 4 clay. Six wins Saturday. It's coming off. It's a pretty brutal start so far. Yeah, just IdyllWild's going for this cat lover in major mind. Like, so I guess Montu probably if the fireplace slips in 3, Montu goes for it, right? And maybe Montu has a little bit, or maybe Montu just inferred it based on the way IdyllWild was playing. But he took 6 clay, I think, instead of start player, right? I think I took start player after Montu took 6 clay. Or no, not 6 clay. He took. I don't remember what he did. Maybe he took 4 clay. Montu might have taken 4 clay. I don't think he actually had that much. He was buying the grotto clay. So with the grotto clay, he could have built the fireplace. Yes, because he grottoed in 2. So he could have done. He could have built the fireplace in 4. But then he would have had to have gotten the sheep. And when he didn't get the sheep, when it looks like he wasn't going to get the sheep, then that's when I assume he changed his plan. Do some sewing here. Oh, someone took all of my reed. Oh, that's annoying. IdyllWild did. IdyllWild's gonna build what 3 more wood rooms and then reno to clay and have an 8 clay room house. That's silly. Wonder if IdyllWild takes traveling players to let me play Socialite. If IdyllWild decides he needs the food. But yeah, all the reed being gone is annoying. I wanted that reed. That's my reed that you stole. Otherwise, 2 cattle, 2 boar. Not much for me to do. 2 boar. Montu probably takes the 2 boar. So I'm getting a sheep here. I guess there's a 2-point plow available. Probably take the sheep over the plow. Um, I don't think green is actually a point. I don't actually think green is a point. 2 clay is a point. Reedstone food might be a point. Like reedstone food here. Oh, Bird Fountain says on your turn. At any time on your turn. So I actually can't do the reason that I drafted Bird Fountain doesn't actually work. I I was wrong. Boy, wish I could have played Socialite. That's too bad. Eating a clay, so I need to get to 8 food. Clay and a reed. So reed is worth 1 point. 7 food is worth something. Yeah, all my moves are just 1 point. All right. Whatever I score plus 7 is my final. So it'll be like, what, 38? 40. Well, so what am I missing in this hand? Well, I'm missing a genealogist point. I'm missing a field. So that's 3 points. I'm missing a family member. That's 6 points. So I'm a pretty easy, and like one more grain sow is another point, right? So I'm like 7, 8 points off of where I should be if this is not such a train wreck. Boar for 1 point, right? They're not too far off. But yeah, you can see where I can make up some points pretty easily, but just because of the way the game went, it was quite brutal. Quite brutal. Yeah, I did not expect to be in a position where I could have built and grown in 5. I just never thought that that was going to be, that everyone was going to avoid family growth so hard and avoid building so hard that that was going to be the situation I was going to be in. Right? Like Montu's oven in round 4 was like kind of unbelievable. Oh my god, Montu loses to V? What? V is winning this game? Are you kidding me? V is winning this game? What? So he's plus 5 minus 4. That's why 48. Montu is not beating 48? Really? That seems... There's no way. He's forgetting Child Ombudsman, I think. Yeah, Montu's counting V's score wrong. It must be. Because Montu is over 50. Boy. Yeah, this game is just like a disaster. Yeah, the bird fountain did not work at all. The bird fountain did not work the way I thought it did. And then baking powder, I probably overestimated baking powder as well. I was thinking I'm going to build a fireplace and then baking powder will activate off the fireplace and I can go back and build ovens later. But obviously that did not end up happening at all. Yeah. Yeah, and I just really should have played Genealogist instead of Captain of Outrider. I don't think in round 2 I could have read that yet, but maybe at that point I should have seen that IdyllWild was gonna forgo was only taking wood. And once IdyllWild is only taking wood, then I have to be afraid of, okay, I'm not gonna get the Then I have to say, okay, I'm not going to get the fireplace into the sheep grab. Because I did want that very badly. Yeah, I did want that very badly. But yeah, this was unfortunately a disaster. I mean, I'm never touching 55. Like, I'm never able to get to the crockery lever points that Montu has. And I mean, I wasn't unhappy. Like, Puppeteer when in passing Circus Manager, I know is going to be good. But yeah, Lever Market Woman, hard to compete with that. Especially when it was effectively a late family growth game because nobody grew until round 7. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Blacksmith just fell out of the draft, which is insane to me. I guess I needed to take Blacksmith myself. What did I take in 5? Did I take Storehouse Minder in 5? No, I think I took Storehouse Minder in 7. What did I take in 5? I took Salad Maker over Blacksmith, which I think is fine, but then I have these 2 dead miners in my hand, which both were really dependent on Blacksmith coming out. Oh well. The game is over. Get to go on to the next one.